bitch. Yes. I'm not just a bitch. I'm not gonna kill him. Me and Molly. We death of him. I swear on it. Nick will be dead soon.
All right, boys. I'm seeing that our pre-order numbers are starting to slow down a little bit, and that ain't good. So, what we need, I know what we need. We need a new hit system-selling title that we can done announce, and I know exactly what it needs to be.
Okay.
Well, we all here are aware that Nick has done the ultimate in animal magnetism and womanizing, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah, he's even bigger at that than me, and I could get a lot of ladies in my time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I say that we produce Nickymon Scarlet, a game similar to Pokemon, but in which Nick uses his raw animal magnetism to build the ultimate harem of beautiful women, including the uncrowned jewel of his body. Of his harem, done Nemona, this done fucking broad from that game. She looking kinda sexy in my done opinion.
Is it this game? Pulling up a picture of it.
That's the one! Shouldn't be too much to done make it all like Nick. And something that shows off who Nick is and how much pussy he done gets is exactly the kind of thing we need to help make Nick more popular with the youth and provide a good example for them to follow in their lives.
I hear you guys bounce ideas. What'd you say her name was? Nemona? I'll look her up.
Nemona, just trust me, you gonna understand. If I had to guess, I think she's about 35.
Well, I think that's a great idea. Nick gets all these women, it can be like a fantasy kind of thing for these kids. You get to be Nick in a little bit. It really would get some real masculinity into them dumb brats.
This girl?
That's her. What do you think, Stillo?
She's like 40, right, Thalika Smilers? Is what she looks like.
Mid-30s are the youngest, I think. Alejandro? Shelbo?
She looks like...
I think she is very, very, at least 30 to 35. I agree with this easily. This is a woman. Very, very much a woman.
Exactly. And I'm telling you, you don't have her as Nick's main love interest. You don't kind of get to second and third base with her throughout the game, but it culminating Nick finally getting to taste of that sweet body of hers, along with every other woman that you've collected throughout the game. The bigger the orgy, the bigger your prize and your grade at the end.
I mean, it says here she's like your rival and follows you around in the game, so that could work in theory, yeah. And Nick does like the Mexican broad. She looks like she's Mexican.
Yeah, she looks like that Latina shit. Nick's gonna love it. It's his favorite. He got like, fetish is the equivalent of jungle fever.
Definitely has a fetish for Mexicans, yes.
I thought his girlfriend was Japanese. He done had many girlfriends. Fucking goddamn Shobo trying to correct me. You just shut up, Shobo. I agree with you all. And I think this would be the perfect way to show the world just how much of a man's man Nick Dunn is.
Alright, well, I'll download the source code. Won't be that hard. I'll make a call. I'll be back. 5 minutes. He starts walking off. I'm celebrating.
You guys just wait. This is exactly the kind of thing that will just rocket Nick into the stratosphere.
Nick and LeVar is live.
Alright, so we got quite a bit to talk about. We got that little flop of an event, but there's something I feel like we should probably clear up first, you two, and that is, did Nick and Nick Television help stop the drone crisis in New Jersey?
Ah, as somebody who's not good in a fight and has been in quite a few fights over the past 3 years, and was alongside Nick actually in some of the actual engagements, no, Nick is not good or useful at all. Ergo, he wouldn't be able to help stop drones. I am more of a useful combatant than Nick. Nick screams and panics and gets overstimulated, as autistic people do. So yeah, no, he had nothing to do with it.
I'm in a wheelchair, and I am more of a combatant than Nick. And of the other people involved, I will just say that I think he's even less impressive in a fight than me and Nick.
Who, Hund?
Alejandro.
Oh yeah, he didn't do anything. They did nothing. They did nothing. This all. Well, anyway, Lamar has his theories.
Well, my theory is yes, I actually will say they did put an end. They did actually contribute to stopping the drone crisis. Because I'd be willing to bet that they're the ones who were doing it. So of course they stopped it. I mean, the only people who can truly stop something are the people doing it, right?
I have done digging and research. Hund claimed the Nick Television production lines were in New Jersey. I have yet to be able to find any evidence that that was even real. I've contacted every manufacturing company in New Jersey. There's very few that focus on electronics manufacturing. None were hired by the Intellivision and Nick Co. Now, I know Hund countered, claiming it was a private facility they built to do it themselves for quality assurance purposes. There should be a public record somewhere. I even talked to the mayor.
And I asked a few people that I had met through the unions I've worked with over the years if they had heard anything at all about this new line being constructed, because, well, if it's in New Jersey, they're gonna have to use unionized workers, and I came up empty as well, so I'm going to side with you on this, Tessen.
I believe it was a ploy to buy time, because the second they announced that delay in that first bizarre-ass fucking video, their pre-order numbers started tanking.
And coincidentally, once this drone crisis and the heroism of Nick started, what happened to those pre-order numbers?
Well, they stopped falling at first. They evened out. Then Hun started announcing all those games. The Nick Divers, I think it's called. The ripoff of Helldivers. And they went back.
He basically used it as a bandage to stop the bleeding long enough that they could start building again. It was, like you said, it was a delay tactic, like a child trying to keep the teacher talking to get out of homework. I would say that that's my best theory as well. I think that they were bullshitting to try and gain time because they know that they can't deliver that. And people were going to stop pre-ordering because I'm going to guarantee you, all but guarantee, that they are not going to make this April date that they're talking about either.
Well, and they also know they can't do another round of crowdfunding. So, you can't announce a delay and then expect another round of crowdfunding to work. So, I believe it's led to some illicit activities, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, we'll get to that later, and I would agree, because the moment you do another round of crowdfunding here, it becomes very clear to everyone, including investors, that you are not as far ahead as you think, that you are very, very far behind. They're trapped. They have nowhere to go for money, so they're trying to make it however they can. Speaking of
things like Now Pouches, and Loco. I know Hunt recently announced Nizzy. Here, I'll play the announcement commercial for you. It was announced earlier. This is just crowdfunding. These are cheap products that probably are not safe for you. And he's hoping you buy them to give him money. But anyway, playing now.
You remember the days, I do, when you had to go to a dirty, scary drug dealer to buy your weed that you wasn't sure if it was actually quality or not. It could have been cut with shit. Well, I do too. That's why I'm here, me, Andy Tallarico, working with Nick to bring you Nizzy, your new THC reusable pods That'll really hit the spot. All hand quality assured by Nick himself to be the best of the best. Come on down and try us. At Nizzy, you got the good kush.
Now, I believe this is a brand Nick actually uses, surprisingly. Not Nizzy, the actual brand.
Yes, a brand called Stizzy. They make, as he said, they make reusable batteries that you can slot either 1 or 2 gram THC pods into to vape with. Nick uses it to go to sleep at night as a sleep aid. I'm going to guarantee that Huns are either stolen Stizzy rebranded or whatever hell that those men are putting in those pods, making it themselves.
And then, of course, the other announcement, this happened 2 days ago, N Locos, or Nick Locos, you can call them either. Here is the announcement commercial.
Well, you ever done wanted a rush when you getting drunk with your friends? Well, do I have the product for you? Nick Locos. Done an incredibly good tasting fruity alcoholic seltzer beverage, but with a twist of powerful Nick levels of caffeine and carotene. Gonna put a pep in your step and gonna get that party started off right. Now all you kids, all you boys and girls, you done come and grab yourself a Nick Locos and you go wild tonight. Ow!
So I can confirm from our detectives on Reddit that these are just Four Locos with a can sticker covering the actual Four Loco product.
Which is, by all things that are holy, the best choice, because that means he's using the newer formula for them, because I'm sure you're aware, Tessen Ridley, that the original recipe for Four Locos was such a high level of caffeine and alcohol that it was killing people.
You get banned in Canada.
Banned in Canada, banned in the United States as well. The only place that you can buy original recipe currently is China. And that's, that goes to show you, this is the best case, and I would like to point out, he directly marketed that to children in the commercial. He said, boys and girls, get yourself a Nick Loco.
My question is, if you have to delay your console because of production problems, because of the pandemic, how do you not have to delay note pouches, notes overnight, so on and so forth?
All of the things he's saying about quality assurance, stress tests, all of these hoops you have to jump through are true for his console. But you must remember, these are subject to both the FDA and the ATF. You have to jump through many hoops to put out a marijuana, alcohol, or tobacco, or nicotine product. Those hoops are amplified by the pandemic far more than any console would be. There's no possible way he is putting out any food or drug product without being affected even worse by these supply chain issues.
Now, that said, these products appeared over the weekend at Turkey Point, they call it. There was a live Nick television event, a public gathering in the middle of a pandemic when the government said you're not allowed to do this. Nobody was wearing masks. HUD mandated no masks allowed. And LeVar has some thoughts as to what happened. And we have a video here we can play whenever LeVar wants to play.
Well, first off, I'm going to say that it was a disaster of an event. While you can see seemingly people smiling on the thumbnail for the video, I promise you it was not all sunshine and rainbows when you actually looked at the non-Nick Television branded social media presence for this show.
Is this the one where he was caught violently shaking the controller?
Yes, it is. That's basically what the video is showing, and this is Hund trying to show off a demonstration of Nickstro Smash for an adoring audience. But please, play it, Tessen, play it.
Blank.
Oh, everybody, this done? A Nickstro Smash where you play as a... You see him trying to press the buttons, and there is very noticeable both delay, and it almost looks like they don't go the way he's pressing. Very good game where you shoot to tapping the touchscreen and it's not shooting when it should. You shoot to save the world from all these LeVar and Tessen haters. Starts to shake it and does that thing where you smack it against your palm repeatedly and it's just not working before you just snatches one from a kid and it's having the same issues before. We'll get another one in. These are prototypes, everyone. Remember, they're fucking prototypes. The video ends.
Now, I have it on good authority from an inside source that tells me, that's told me something as to why this is happening. So, all those Anikos, the plastic shells you see of the console, they're, as promised, what was supposed to be in them. If you were to go up to one and open it up, what is inside is an Android cell phone. Like an actual Android cell phone, just placed in, turned on, kept powered on by a little power port that they put into the console, and then plugs into the wall, and it's on all the time. That's the guts of this thing. It's an Android phone from 2015. And that's why that's happening. That's why.
Did you just say a nearly 14-year-old phone is the guts for this thing, according to your source?
Yes, and he's very reputable.
That explains a lot, because the major...
Not the board! Literally, the whole phone is just placed into the fucking console case.
That explains quite a bit, actually, because if it were just the board, you could have other components to try and mitigate that, but you are having a cell phone from nearly 15 years ago running this. That explains it. People complained about desync, they complained about lag, they complained about the controllers not connecting to the console. It was just horrible. And I heard someone describe it as trying to play games on an early 2010s smartphone.
And that's why the controllers aren't connecting, because the cases they have, the cell phone's in, it's a Bluetooth trying to hook up to a Bluetooth, but it can't because the cases they have with the shielding that they, put on the little cases can't get through to the cell phone inside.
And... well, at least the phones are more powerful and better quality than the controllers.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Those controllers are... Well, you saw him. He was shaking it, smacking it. He couldn't get it to work. And from what I understand, even when they were connected stably, there was massive lag on... input lag. That's input delay. I heard reports from people who were there and posted about it on social media that there was up to 3/4 of a second of input delay at times, Tessen. 3/4 of a second. How would that feel in SWTOR?
I've played with it when I've lagged. It's horrible. It's miserable.
And that's for SWTOR. For the games that he is trying to push on this slobbering, disgusting console, that is unplayable. It is impossible to play with that level of lag and delay on these games. It's terrible.
I would like to know, people on the Nick Television Reddit have been pointing out that Maxi Lobes, a popular Resident Evil streamer, was invited to Nick Television HQ in Irvine last month, and he vanished. He has not streamed since. Nobody's been able to contact him. His girlfriend has filed a missing persons report. The cops are obviously dealing with the pandemic, but Maxi disappeared.
And am I to assume that Nick Television claims they never saw him like they did with Lucas?
There's an audio clip of Hund responding to this. You're not going to hear him, but that Mad Max guy talking about what happened to Maxi Lopes. Here you go. It's just Hund on Mad Max. There you go.
Well, I haven't seen Maxi. I invited him to come on down, test some of our new games. I really wanted to see his opinion on RE25 Generations, the girl, but he never showed. We was coordinating. I was gonna buy him a plane ticket, and he ghosted me. Then I come to find out that he's missing. I'm very worried. I hope he's okay, but I haven't heard from him at all. This is really scary to hear this happening so many times.
Remind you of anybody?
Well, it's almost exactly what he said about Lucas.
Yes, and there would be no need to buy Maxie a plane ticket. He lived 30 minutes away from Nick Television HQ in Irvine. So his fan base has been saying on the Twitter or our Reddit, the Nick Television unofficial Reddit.
I would believe them because from what little I know of Mr. Maxi Lobes, he would go to conventions in Southern California quite a bit, and he had mentioned that he lived not too far of a drive away from San Diego because he was planning on going to the next Comic-Con.
Now, before you get into anything else, there's this we have to discuss. Now, what I will say is this: before we watch this, I'm going to play a clip of Hund responding. Hund to the investors. Hundy responding about what this video is. He's claiming it's just AI made by Lavar playing.
Now, I know you've been seeing this video, quote-unquote video, of me in a truck that's been circling Twitter and Reddit and all those hater sites like fucking Lavar-chan, but I promise you, I have never driven a semi before in my life. These are all done AI fabrications made by LeVar Burton, that dumb black-ass motherfucker, and Tessen the long-haired dude, and fucking Ridley the cripple Scott, to discredit Nick Television, to discredit Nick, and to smear the Nickco name. So I'm telling you, you see some weird shit like that online, it is AI fabrication, not reality, and they are using malicious use of a telecommunication system to fuck with me. And that is my last statement on that video.
So, what this video shows, if you believe reality, is an accident that happened at the Washington, D.C. airport last week, where a shipment of Android phones was stolen. They were headed to India. Old Android phones. Refurbished ones. Fascinating. Playing.
Oh my, we gon' get it. Oh, these are perfect for our uses. Let's go. Right. Oh my god. Alright, that's getting a little close, nah. Let's keep your no.
The video cuts out here, and mysteriously, the security camera hard drive for the cameras around the airport vanished. The security on staff in the control room were all found dead, throats slit by something rather small and quick, so said the coroner. And what happened is, if you haven't seen the news report, is a truck was driving along the tarmac when planes were taking off. Trucks aren't supposed to be on the tarmac when... Anyway.
No, they are not supposed to be on the tarmac, and let me guess, the only reason that this footage is there is because it did not upload to an on-board hard drive, it uploaded to the cloud. Am I to be correct there?
Yes, this is a United States Postal Service truck, yes, and it was loading this shipment of refurbished cell phones that some, mobile company in India had purchased them in a bulk order, and so post office straight to their cloud services. And thus it leaked. Some employee leaked it.
Which was smart, because Hundy has been all over the news as of late, so if they see what appears to be this big shot in the news stealing cell phones and causing a wreck, it fits. I would beg all of you watching to apply Occam's razor. What is more likely? That LeVar, Tessen, and I AI generated this to smear Hundy Tallarico as a part of a conspiracy theory to stop an autistic man's video game console. Or that it's real footage and they're just desperate. Which would you say is more likely?
Just desperate for money, that's what I say. But I live in the real world. No.
Hello? Oh, Hundy! It's good to see you again, my friend. You've never met him, but this is my friend Bishop. Well, hello, Mr. Hundy. My name is Bishop, and it is a pleasure to meet you on this fine day. God bless you. Well, thank you, Bob. You see, everybody, this is the kind, these men, they so polite and kind. This is what I've been hoping for more of. Not that fucking LeVar Burton. He a disservice to your people, Mr. Bishop.
I agree.
Well, I agree. He is, I used to like him, but he seems to be a rather mean-spirited fellow now. It's unbecoming of a son of God.
What? Thank you for bringing us on, Hundy. Why are you calling us today?
Well, I got some work I need you two to do. You said you'd be willing to help me with music down the line, right?
Of course, we'd love to, right, Bishop?
Well, of course. What would you need from Mr. Zod Ryder? Please, answer that for me. Well, I would like you two to make a song for the game of Nemona Scarlet, but it's gotta be about Nick and worshiping the beautiful Nemona. I want you to make it sensual and sexual.
I can do that. I can use my AI to make it, but I would need at least some lyrics to go off of. The AI needs a seed, right? So I need like a recording of the lyrics and at least something you're going for.
Well, of course. I'll give you a quick excerpt of the lyrics. Nothing big, but enough for you to go off of. And gun goes, her breast unlike two beautiful dates, bountiful and hanging from the curvy vine. We done exploring and worshiping Nemona body so special, Nick, love it. I get you the rest later, but I want to surprise some of my friends here with how good it is. Do you think you can do it? Do you think you can make some? It's got to be sensual and beautiful. Can you do it?
Yeah, we want kids to hear this and want to be Nick and want their hands all over this Nemona, you know?
No, of course, I can completely understand. I can get that done. No problem. Me and Bishop, we're gonna be ready for it, right, Bishop, man?
Yes, I can. I can make sure. I can promise you, me and Zod are gonna be able to do that, no problem. Thank you for giving him the chance, Hundy.
Now, unfortunately, right now funds are tight due to the pandemic, so we can't offer any monetary compensation. But what Hund wants to do is knock off 10% of your Inico order.
Yeah, knock off 10%, and you know what? We done put you in the credits of the game as executive partial consultants on music.
Oh my god. Of course, yeah, I'll take the 10% discount and I'll take the credit. That'd be a dream come true. It could be my foot in the door for the industry.
And when One Punch Dan releases, we will back the movie 110%.
He looks like he's gonna cry.
Thank you. Well, we'll have it done as soon as possible, Hundy.
Yes, we will. Thank you all. You will be in my prayers tonight, everybody. Thank you. Alright, everybody. How's the eBay going? Have we got anything else that's sold today?
Yeah, I mean, we're still doing pretty well. I'm restocking the shelves here. We became official, what do you call that thing with Pokemon? Distributors? That's, I think, helping keep us afloat, you know.
We're one of the only places online that'll ship actually at fair prices.
Yeah, we're not hiking up our prices, but, I mean, overall, pretty slow day, all things considered. Concavenator, I need your help with some of these graded cards. Watching this guy and this guy who just shuffle around, looking around for a while. This guy doing exactly what he's doing in the token, muttering something into his wrist before he disappears.
What's wrong? He gets out from behind the counter. Everything alright, Concavenator?
Don't you find that a little strange? These guys have been outside the comic shop. He's back. Looking at the Black Agent.
Yeah, let me go see. I'll peek out front. I'll tell. It might just be people hoping the store's open. Just chill out.
He walks up to the front and peeks out the front door. Or peeks.
Hello, sir. Walks away. Huh?
Hello, were you hoping? We're closed, I'm sorry.
Nick around?
No, I don't think so. He hasn't been in today, I'm sorry.
Oh, alright.
Locks the door.
Let me up.
Were they asking for Nick? Setting down his newspaper? Who
Yeah.
the fuck is a Nick cultist, yes?
Maybe that'd be maybe they are, maybe they're just friends of his.
They was G-men.
Yeah, those guys look like they'd kill my ass if I did anything.
G-men? Oh, you mean government agents? He stands up. Yeah, I think they was government agents. You better go lock the back door, Will.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lock.
He rushes over to peek out into the alley real quick.
Opening the back door. You know where the Del Taco is?
On the other side of the parking lot.
Oh, good. Looking for my partner. We're going for lunch. Everything okay in the comic shop?
Yeah,
Oh, where Nick is?
no, I don't know where Nick is.
Have you seen him in the last 24 hours?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to Del Taco. See you later.
Uh-huh.
Closes it, locks it, and locks the deadbolt before rushing back there.
Oh god. Guys, I just saw a dude in a mask and, armor.
I think the end for Nick is done drawing near. Speaking of Nick, Nick on the phone with his girlfriend.
Alright, how's it going, hon? I am not feeling great today.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I think the stress is getting to me. I feel nauseous like 24/7 at this point.
Yeah, man, he didn't even go to work today. I don't blame him. It's our day. Well, you don't need the full staff to run the shop, man, but Nick's really taking it hard. Well, you might take it a bit harder. This is from a stream last night. Do you see that Michael Mollis character?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, he's one of Honda's big, shills. Why?
Watch what happens when he puts in a Nalp pouch. Playing the clip. Andy, this Care Bear game. Come on, tell us a little bit about it. My kids will love this. They love Care Bear, Andy. Stop!
Oh my god, it's gonna be tremendous. We're gonna have some edutainment titles. This one done a racing game, but the way it works is you done go faster the more words you can type out on the Nick Co. touchscreen. Mike, come on. You heard I sent you them Nalp pouches. You not gonna use any? I thought you said you was gonna try one.
Oh, Andy, I got him right here. See? Holding one. I got him. Nick Mint. 3 milligram. Nalp pouch. See it? I got it right here. I just haven't had a chance to, open it. I've never smoked or done nicotine in my life.
Try it. It'll help you focus while I tell you all about the wonderful Care Bear game that Nick's done creating.
Well, honey, I don't really do nicotine. I tried to tell you this before you sent it.
Come on, Mike. Have I ever led you wrong? Come on, just try it. You might like it. If you don't, that's fine. Nick knows it ain't for everyone, but come on.
I guess Nick does really do nicotine. He does enjoy it, huh?
He does more than anyone I ever met. He done tried every single kind out there.
Okay, well, I'll pop one in while you explain the game. There you go. I said, okay, go ahead.
Well, you're gonna start with typing out simple words, and it's gonna get harder as the race goes on. You collect those collectibles from getting better words and better streaks.
Is my mouth supposed to be numb?
That's the nicotine burn. It's completely normal.
My whole mouth?
Yeah, it's supposed to. That's what Nick wants it to do.
And this is where the plot thickens, honey. Go, honey.
Huh? What's that? What?
Starts violently shaking, foaming at the mouth.
Cut the stream! Cut the stream! Cut the fucking stream!
And then the stream went off. As you can see the black screen, but here I'll rewind. As you can see, Mr. Mollis was suffering a seizure.
Oh. I'm not gonna puke. Takes a deep breath, closing his eyes. Okay, so now pouches are causing seizures.
Well, man, maybe he was just allergic to nicotine. No, it was the Nelt pouch. Those Nickman flavors have more cocaine than Hun told you in them, Nick, when you went to see him last month. Way more.
If it's 3 grams of nicotine, how many grams of coke?
Well, it's not 3 grams. It's however many they decided to put in the bag. Could be 75. Could be 285,000.
Oh shit. Yeah, people don't know it, but you can overdose on nicotine. And it's not a fun time when you do.
It's especially mixed with Coke and whatever else is in them, like whatever other uppers. Hun has crushed up Adderall, even Quaaludes somehow have been. The JDF is studying Nelt pouches. They found traces of Quaaludes, horse tranquilizers, you name it.
Oh. He's able to keep the puke down as Nemesis rubs his back. Okay. No, I'm okay. I can handle this. I'm being a big boy. What else?
It's not that bad. Yes. Holding up her data pad, swiping on the screen. Nickolocos have already caused 755,000 brain aneurysms in the continental United States.
How? I thought they said it was just 4 locos, but repackaged.
Apparently, that was only the first batch that was sent out. The second batch they couldn't buy anymore, and so they made their own formula, which is just, for all intents and purposes, Captain, would you like to tell us? Now pouches, but liquid. So people's brain vessels in their head are exploding because of how... Yeah. And that kills you instantly, mind you.
So they mixed Nelt pouch shit with alcohol, is what you're telling me, honey.
And seltzer water, Bubba. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, Nick, and your face is on all of it.
Okay, that's... Does everything they... Okay, everything they make seems to kill people. Everything, at least Notes at Night seems to just be, to be safe, right?
Sure. Smiling at Nick!
That is a very not reassuring sure. Why are you saying it like that?
Traces of bubonic plague have been found in Notes overnight.
How?
Every bag of Notes overnight.
How? That he looks so perplexed that he stops looking sick for a second. How do you even do that? It's Quaker Oats and Great Value Cake Mix.
Well, once again, the first batches were, and then they realized that having to buy stuff when they're already hundreds of millions of dollars in debt is counterintuitive. So, from what our testing shows, it's the Sahelanthropus and, this is really gross, Thylacophilus' fecal matter ground up into paste. Thus, bubonic plague.
That is the nastiest shit I've ever heard. Don't keep saying it, because I'm gonna vomit and I can't crouch to the can.
And how many people bought this, man? How many Notes overnight the second batch of them sold? Let's just say in North Korea, they're dealing with 2 pandemics right now.
Oh my god. Oh my... honey, I know you don't like it when I beg, but please tell me you're finding a way to get me out of here, because I think the government's just gonna fucking string me up like Mussolini when this is over.
We're trying to think of something. Our government isn't quite fond of you, even though we try to explain you have nothing to do with this, but the Prime Minister despises you.
Oh, that's great. Enemy number 1 of the Prime Minister of Japan. That is great.
It's not just Japan. Apparently at the next G20 summit, they're talking about dealing with you.
Oh. This is just great. I'm gonna die. I hope they arrest me at this point. I hope someone arrests me because they're gonna fucking kill me if they don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. He starts to shake. Oh god, god.
Hun's really lost the farm, man. There was never a farm to lose. He had always lost it. We should have just killed him a long time ago, like I always said. And people here right now told me not to. Glaring at Nick. Nay! Alright, before we... This is a special, like, flash bulletin episode. Normally we do not record this late into the afternoon. But Hund is going to be going on a live stream. And LeVar is getting tired of being called, a big black ass, all these terrible things, which I'm not going to repeat. So we're going to watch this stream live, and LeVar's going to type in chat on a, air quote, dummy account, and try to hit Hund with some questions about, let me see your paper here. Excuse me, Mr. Scott. The Capcom contract.
Yes, I think this is something that's very important to try and get an answer on, because how many months are we in? We're nearly 8? Is it 8 or 12? We're somewhere in that range.
I'm losing track of time with the pandemic. I think we're nearing 12, yeah.
Same here, that's the issue. But somewhere, let's be generous and say 8. 8 months since that Resident Evil game was announced, and we have not heard shit from Capcom. That says he's lying, and I want him to admit it.
Now, this Poindexter's Lounge, please don't go after his channel. Please. He usually doesn't host Hund. He's some type of friend of Mad Max the Mandalorian, who's obviously a big shill. So try to keep the chat clean, let LeVar work. I'm sure Hund has eyes on our stream right now. We'll see what he does. We'll see how this all shakes out. No, Hund immediately in control of the stream. Hey everybody, welcome to...
Hey! Hello everybody, Dun Hunter Talarico here on such a great channel. Your name done Enosh, right, Mr. Poindexter Lounge?
Yes, welcome everybody to the Poindexter Lounge, a place for nerds, Hundy. Hundy was just showing me a lot about the Anico, everybody, and Hund taking control.
And you've been really enjoying it, right? I mean, I showed you some of our games, I showed you the controller. Look at all these Intellivision games behind me. You're really having a good time talking to me, right, Mr. Enosh?
Yes, I am. I am. Hund taking a keen interest in the massive collection behind him that's worth a lot of money.
That's a very nice collection you got, a real collection you got there. That had to have taken you a long time to collect, Mr. Enosh.
Oh, thank you, Hundy. Yeah, he turns around. Yeah, this wall over here, these are all figures from the 70s. The early bird release Star Wars figures. I have 3 of every one. On this wall alone, mind you. That Boba Fett cutout, the Darth Vader cutout, those are originals. The Darth Vader one is from Return of the Jedi. It's actually extra expensive because if you turn it around, you'll see written in French, Revenge of the Jedi, because it's from France. The Boba Fett one, I believe, is from, if I don't want to get up and look, but if memory serves, Canada. The R2-D2 from the UK, all from, the years they released originally. Wow, that's amazing! How much money you think's behind you on that one wall alone, Enosh? Million and a quarter?
You're gonna don't have to have me and the boys over to show us around sometime. If you're willing to, that is. I'd love to meet you and get to look around your house.
Oh, sure, as soon as the pandemic's over and we're sure everybody's safe. My son was actually supposed to be here because he's a big fan of Nick's. And yours, but mostly Nick. And he was supposed to be here today, but he's dealing with the pandemic in his own way, getting very stressed out.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's part of why we're making the Unico. Something to help with stress. Something to get families together. You understand, Enosh. You know how much good it would do your boy to have something family-friendly and Christian to play with.
Yes, and I gotta say, what Nick did in New Jersey, could you go into some more detail about the gallantry that was on display in New Jersey? Tessen gags loudly.
Oh boy, here we go. Well, Nick, Nick saw the problem with the drones, and what he did is he went to the drawing board and by hand, over the course of a couple of days, invented and assembled a handheld laser weapon that could done shoot drones out of the sky for pennies on the dollar, and he done personally went out into combat like something out of Rambo, shooting those weaponized drones out of the sky and saving thousands in New Jersey.
Type your message while he rants, Levon.
Alright, as he's ranting, so what do you have to say about the Capcom partnership? We haven't heard hide or hair of it. And you know, that done just the most incredible thing Nick ever done.
It's incredible. What do you think about the Capcom contract? Oh, there's a question in chat. Well, people are filing in. We got a couple hundred viewers so far. There's a question in chat here from Burton. Troa Burton. Yeah, can you see it, Hundy? Here, I'll pull it up.
Oh, I can see it. That's fucking... I know who that is. That's LeVar fucking Burton from the PU podcast, the black motherfucker.
He's saying right there in his follow-up message, he bet you don't have it, Hundy.
I bet that he does not have that license, and I would guarantee it. Oh, well, what... You know what? I think we could settle this. What you want to bet, LeVar? You motherfucking black-ass fuck. How about this? I will bet that you that I do have it. And if you win, I done admit it to the world. Right here. I'm fucking Enosh's channel. And if I win, you never talk about my Nickco again. Deal?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Worst case scenario, he just lies. I'll bite. Deal. Alright, well, I'm not gonna send it to you. This is very delicate
Well, then
papers.
you get more than...
These are very delicate papers, but I have a neutral third party here in Enosh, and I'll even have Max back him up. So I'm gonna...
The shill of shills, but okay.
And the friend of the shill of shills who's not gonna make his buddy look like a fucking idiot on live stream. Alright, Mr. Enosh, I just sent the picture of our license agreement to you. What does that done say on it?
Capcom, spelled wrong, the effective date, 2026, January.
And so...
I see it, I see it, Hundy, putting his thumb up, wiggling it.
And so I think that answers that question. So what you say, LeVar? You gonna talk about it some more? I don't think so. You never talk about my fucking console again, you motherfucker. I win. Right, Max?
Yeah, you black-ass fucking knuckle-dragger.
Oh my god, they're stepping dangerously close to slurs, Tessen, but I'm gonna...
Knuckle-dragger is a slur.
Ah, so wonderful, they finally graduated. How long before one of the really bad ones?
How long before somebody fucking ends up at Enosh's house and guns him down to steal his collection Hunt was so fascinated with?
I'll give it a week. Week and a half tops.
I'll give it, I'm with Ridley a week.
I'll be generous and say week and a half tops, just because the pandemic might make things a little slow for them.
Oh my god, all he does is go on these stupid interviews as she paces holding the child here. That's all he does. Interview after interview. Who's this guy? His name is Super Jeremy Worlds, honey. Just calm down, please. Just let Hun talk. So, Hundy, I work as a principal for an elementary school. And now, Hundy, you have to understand, we have Wii's and we have Switches in our elementary school, and they're very popular in the preschool wing of the school and the kindergarten wing of the school. But we have problems with them. These kids come in, and they oftentimes, we have the parental controls in place, Hundy, but they bring their own cartridges and put in games like Doom 2017 or whatever it's called, and these rape games. You know, Hundy, how do you deal with that?
Well, for one, you could done buying a Nickco. Our console is going to be hand-curated by Nick. It will lack any of these rape and child porn and child rape and all that shit that's on the Switch. You know the Switch has more of that than any other console, right?
I didn't know that, actually. When I took over the school, they just had the Switches and the Wiis in place. I don't know much about gaming. I did play the Intellivision, or the Nick Television. I remember it being called Intellivision when I was a kid, but I could be misremembering. I had one of those when I was a kid. Big fan of that console, but yeah.
Oh, and that's the thing, and it was Nick Television. People just, it's one of them fucking Mandela effect kind of things, you know. But I think it'd be very good for the kids, because, you know, everything on the a Nickco is going to be hand curated. You'll be able to decide what's loaded onto it. And even if kids done bring something from home, what's the harm in Nick Again Fox? Or Nicka Time? Why would those be a bad thing to have in your school? They wouldn't.
Nick Again Fox does intrigue me. It really does. And Nick, as a person, seems to be very forward-thinking, very intelligent, and just a kind-hearted individual.
He really is. He one of the smartest, kindest men I ever known. The smartest and kindest I've ever known. He is. People often say a mountain of a man. Nick's a mountain of a man with the humility of a molehill of a man. He just something special, I tells you what.
So, when it comes to an Anikko, what games would you suggest for a preschooler?
Oh my goodness, well we have a Care Bears title. We don't have a Hot Wheels title. We're gonna have Nick Again Fox. I would heavily suggest Nick Stro Smash. It teaches a lot of strategy, and Lancaster Command is a great game for him. You could walk into Nick Television HQ, throw a rock, and you'd hit a game that's suitable for a preschooler, I tell you.
In the chat, Hutton sees, hey, did Mike Mullis die from your shitty pout?
Mike!
Kool-Aid Man, Hutton.
It's fine. Mike did not die. He got a little sick, and it wasn't from the pouch. He had food poisoning from a bad burrito he done ate earlier that day. So don't say those mean things about us. Your chat's very rude.
Look at Jeremy's face. What's going on? I probably just... he knows Hunt has a reputation for blowing his lid, and he banned that guy pretty quickly who asked that question. Another question. Hey, Hundy, how's Lucas doing, you cocksucker?
Oh, you bringing up that kid to try and mess with me? Is that what you're fucking doing? You know what did fucking LeVar Burton's black ass send you, you asshole? That ain't for you.
Hundy, please, I'll ban him. Let's so back to the Nico and the need for safe, family-friendly game. Hey, Hundy, I heard you killed Mad Max.
I did not, you motherfucker. That's probably
or Maxilobe.
That ain't true, you motherfucker. I did not. Maxilobes is fine from all I hear. He just missing. Don't you put that on me. Don't you put that on Nick. Who you hearing this shit from?
Your console's gonna suck adult ball.
Well, most adults like having their balls sucked, so I'd say that's a fucking compliment, you dumbass low IQ motherfucker. Hey, you know what? I know who told you that. It was probably LeVar Burton, that motherfucking... He did it. He's the one.
That guy just shit himself. Because he saw his career flash before his eyes, darling. It says in the description of the stream, the superintendent of the school system was watching this. So, that's that. As HUD keeps ranting.
Hey, you know what else? You done put your entire fucking race to shame, you fucking dumbass Uncle Tom fucking... You dumbass motherfucker! You know what? Maybe you were the ones that John Kevin was talking about. You're the reason that people are like that, you fucking...
The next morning... Well, you know, as you can see, Mike is back, Nicholas, so that should make you feel a little better. Man, Hun's on another interview? It's all he does. Last night, we were watching an interview in the command center, and this poor man named Super Jeremy's World literally shit his pants live on stream. And Hun dropped the N-bomb like 14 times.
Wait, what? Hun dropped the N-bomb?
Yes, the interview was going the normal Hundy way, and then haters showed up and started saying things like, hey, you killed Lucas, hey, you killed Maxilo, all these things to attack Hund, and Hund just went berserk, and the final 30 minutes of the stream are just him ranting into the mic, his webcam and mic, and Mr. Jeremy's World carried himself off camera to, I suppose, have his wife clean him, and then shit more. And we did some double checking. He got fired from his job.
Oh, that's wonderful. Fucking oh. Well, Post-Ahsoka, Philanthropist, and Bubba, you all owe me money. I told you he was gonna say the N-word by the end of the month.
Has Hun no dignity left in his body?
Well, you're implying that Hun never actually had dignity in his body. Pride? Yeah. Dignity? Nah.
That's fair. Yeah. Anyway, we're looking into. So our plan is, even though our prime minister despises you, is we're thinking of. Well, we're gonna fake a medical condition that can only be treated in Japan. It's that or nothing else will get you into this country, especially with the reputation globally you've already developed. I don't know if you follow these things. You probably should, given the fact the walls are going to close in on you at some point. But the WHO has denounced you. The WHO. Is that the band or something? The World Health
World Health Organization.
Why the fuck they have anything to do with denouncing Nick? How dare they? Products with Nick's face on them are responsible now for the deaths of over 400,000 people.
And to be fair, they might not know it, but the entire pandemic was started in the name of Nick. I'd say that's a good reason to hate him, Gulchin.
Yeah, that's true. The problem is most health conditions, the United States is considered the world class in medical facilities for the vast majority of things, and if it's not, it's close. So it's hard to. We're thinking of some type of brain fungus, cordyceps, something. We're probably going to end up trying to make something up, but no guarantee. No guarantee. Our prime minister's niece passed away from drinking Indic Loco. So, oh my god.
I'll take any chance. Unlikely is better than doomed, right? But oh my god, this is bad.
No, it's really bad. Really, really bad. But at least Mr. Mullis is recovered from his heart failure and stroke. Hundy, what's this game, Hundy?
Oh, well, this Nick me street. It's a wonderful edutainment title. Kids done draw the number that's being shown on the ball on the touch screen. It teaches them writing and numbers. It's a tremendous game. You okay, Mike? You looking a little under the weather?
Yeah, Hundy, can we cut this stream short? I gotta go lay down.
Oh, well, I suppose we can done cut it short this time, but I'm gonna hold you to an extra long stream next time, Michael.
Man. And what are you doing over there? I ain't gonna let the government take Nick without a fight, man.
Guys, you don't have to do that. I don't want to see you get hurt in my name.
Well, that's another person who will die because of you. Not that this is your fault, but in relation to you.
Please,
Nemesis, please don't get my shop completely destroyed again. It'll take forever.
Nah, man, they should be going after Hun. They ain't setting foot in this comic shop. Am I right? He steps away from that.
Oh boy, they're all gonna get killed. And then they're gonna shoot me because they think I'm resisting.
We'll get you out before they close the net around you. We'll try.
Hello, Zod. How's it going?
Hundy, I've got it finished.
What? You've got it finished?
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick, brother.
Why, I spent all night working on it. It's finally ready. You want to hear some of it?
Yeah, come on.
By all means, play it.
All right, here, I'll show you a little excerpt.
done exploring and worshiping. Oh, my body's so special. Nick lover, Nick need her. He want her the shape of her breast, driving wild as she dive between her legs to taste her.
Oh, my God.
Need sweet.
Well,
That is amazing.
That's one of the best things ever. Just hearing that little bit gave me a half job.
I can't believe it. Alejandro,
It is beautiful. I cannot believe how good of a music this was.
oh my God.
Yes, it sounded nice.
Sodrider, you're a beautiful, wonderful musician. Oh my God! Thank you. We definitely gonna credit you. We gonna actually give you a real composer credit for this one. Thank you, my friend.
50% off your Nico.
55% fucking thank you. We love you. Can I tell Bishop about the good news?
Tell him 55% too.
I'll do it. Thank you, honey. I gotta run and tell Bishop. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Go on. He hangs up. Boys, I think it's finally time. You know what time it is?
Pass me over that laptop and I'm gonna whip up a trailer for Nicki Mon Scarlet with this song in the background right now.
And then, it done time to announce Nicki Mon Scarlet. We're gonna do it soon. And release this beautiful masterpiece onto the world.
I hate Nick. I really do hate Nick. Nick's a bitch. He is. I'm not just a bitch. And I will kill him.